Hey, welcome back, guys. Welcome to the studio. Let me get adjusted here. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Um, what I want to talk about today is the Tease guitar again. Yeah. Ever since I put these humbuckers from Temu in here, this guitar has really taken me by surprise. I mean, it turned into be a very wicked, in a good way, a wicked guitar. Now the Tease guitar is a good guitar to mod, I think, for this reason. You're just never gonna quite know, but I did pay for the setup, so having the fret work done prior to me receiving it, and so very little was really ever needed to be done to it. Um, it was really just finding a intermediate, inexpensive guitar with good playability, and that's what the Tease guitar really offered me. But now doing mods and stuff like that's just kind of like a given. Everybody kind of knows that. It's just kind of like a given kind of a thing. But these pickups sound really really good. So right now I'm playing through my DSP, and I have a drop tuning, and it sounds something like this. With this particular setting, you get more of that kind of like Black Sabbath, because I like playing the different types of sounds, but that dark, E minor or in the minor chords, I really liked playing with that. I like just being kind of creative with those sort of dark tones, and so I'm trying to find a better picks. I think this one looks a little newer, and yeah, so these pickups, man, they sound really good, and I hope they will come through the video well enough so that you can kind of hear them. But like I said, you just never know. I have bought pickups actually from even Amazon, and they turned into be dog shit too. So yeah, I'm really happy with the overall result of these pickups. And so sometimes what I like to do is sit here with the drum track and just kind of make shit up, you know. So we're in stereo, of course, with the DSP. See what we can come up with. thing sounds so crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of that is really coming from the pickups. The pickups are really drawing in a lot of that sound. So when you have sort of that drop tuning, that one particular sound, and I think we've heard it many times before, it's really fun to play with. But if your pickups don't really sound good, I mean, if you do it with a single coil, it kind of gets too muddy. I'm basically just telling you that, man, this guitar is really turning into. It surprised me that the pickups are really sounding that good. Another thing you can do, even with this particular sound, is play with something like something like this. Let me see if I have to get the setting right. With the Crybaby. this fucking the way this guitar really has really taken me by surprise. I mean, it's kind of like that one guitar that turns into like a beater guitar, but just kicks ass. So yeah, and really it has a lot to do with the setup. So Torsen over at Tease did a fantastic fucking job on this guitar. It's a great guitar for modding with the Temu pickups. I mean, if this thing had Seymour Duncans in it or something like that, this thing would even be particularly even more badass. But for the money, what a surprise! I mean, these fucking pickups just crank. I mean, just and are fun. You know, they crank. You can do with this kind of setting. You can do that kind of jam. You can do hard rock. And with the Crybaby, just man, these notes just kind of just ring out. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share with you. I'm having a blast with this guitar. It really has like, with all these great guitars I have, this one just, I'm so glad to have it. So blessed, to feel like, man, this thing is just kicking ass. You just never know. I think this is just the right combination. Entry level guitar with some Temu pickups, and boom, it's a real punch to the face. But the playability is really have to give credit to the guys over at Tease Guitars because it's really their guitar. I just added a higher quality bridge, and that's really the only real higher quality part that I added was the bridge. It's got the big block bridge in the back, but it was a nice looking guitar to begin with. But Torsten over at Tease Guitar, man, the guy did a killer setup on it, and that's really all that. Sometimes, just I'm telling you, just playability is the main factor, not the price. It's like sound, playability, the pickups delivering the sound, the playability, giving you that freedom to bend and to stretch, and just to have that ease where the strings don't feel under tension. It's really, really nice. And I think most of my guitars that I enjoy and have are very similar in that field, where the pickups are awesome, the flexibility, the playability of the guitar is really what makes any guitar enjoyable, man. When it doesn't have those elements, or it's just too stiff, or maybe you're playing in standard tuning and it's still too stiff, you got to learn to, take it down a half step. Because I do have a few guitars that are at standard tuning but have the same flexibility with some of my guitars that are a half step down. Why is that? I don't know. But anyway, guys, thanks for stopping in. The Tally's awesome. I don't know what to say about the Tally. It was a great addition to my collection. Tally is definitely rocking. Great guitar. nothing I need to do to that. So I'm just going to be enjoying my instruments, and just to let you know, or so that you can hear how much fun you can have with a simple guitar, and just by chance, these pickups are from Temu, but they have the right combination, and they sound great. And as long as you got some really nice stuff to play through, it helps you to be creative with your time and make shit up. I just love making rhythms up. I used to, sit down and just kind of make up hardcore rhythms or heavy metal rhythms, because that's kind of, I'm from the 80s, I'm from the Black Sabbath era, but I like jamming, period, whether it be blues, rock, metal. I like the heavy tones too, so that's what makes this guitar really, really nice. Just those hard. All right, peace. Have a blessed day, man. Take care.